welcome back to Final Fantasy V, the 4-job Fiesta, and we've arrived at the point of no return for the first act of the game. So once we jump through this portal to Galuf's world, there's no returning to our world. So it's important to do whatever's needed to improve each of the jobs we've been given before we go through. So our thieves have stolen a full stack of high potions to make sure we can heal whatever fight we're going to be facing. And our Berserker has a second death sickle, so we can give one to somebody else later down the line. As for our bards, we've learned all 3 of the songs, and we've played all 5 of the pianos on this world. The only thing we can do to prepare our dancer is to get the ribbon from Castle Karnak before it explodes, which we made sure to do, but sadly there's no way to go back to do that if you missed it. So, with all that said and done, all that remains is to jump through the portal, and get Galuf back in the party. The light's fading. There's not much power left from the meteorites. No turning back now. A one-way trip, huh? You guys sure about this? We probably won't be able to come back home. That doesn't matter. This is more important. Aye, we're in this till the bitter end. Alright then, let's go. I suppose this is goodbye to our world. Farewell, Chancellor. Buck up, mateys. I know you can handle the looting and pillaging without me. Be good while I'm gone, bucko. Don't get into too much trouble. This is the 4-job Fiesta after all. There's no way we can end this game until we get Galuf back in the party, so we can use all 4 jobs at once. This is Galuf's world? Okay, I think we made a mistake. We've come back on a deserted island. Well, this is a new terrain. Let's see if we can get a battle on this part. And we're fighting in a swampland against a pal. Well, let's see what it has, and let's see if we can use Romeo's ballad to stop it. No, we didn't need to anyway because Lena was going to finish him off. And we get ourselves a tent. I guess we should go and use that and rest up and think about what to do. But before we do that, let's swap Bart to be our Berserker. And we'll swap Lena to be our Bard. There's an important reason why we're doing this. And we'll see it shortly. We're not going to bother with what we equip them with for the time being. Right, let's just have a rest and think about what to do. So yeah, if you fight those pals, the only thing that they can drop is a tent. So it's basically the hint towards you needing to use a tent if you want to continue with the story. Lena, there's something I've been wondering about. It was way back when we were on North Mountain. Why you'd risk your life to save that Drake? Sister, do you remember Mother? Maybe a little. Whenever I see Hiryu, I'm reminded of her. How do you mean? Monster, look out! Lena, Faris! Yeah, so this is the reason why we wanted Bart's to be a Berserker. Because if we came into this fight with a Bard, this fight would probably take about 5 to 10 minutes. Because our Bard's damage is so bad. because our bard would deal less than 100 damage with each hit. And we get an ether. Oh, hey, you dropped a treasure chest. What's inside? Gas! I can't feel my legs. So if you lose that fight, it has the same effect as winning the fight. Where are we? Welcome to my castle. Exdeath. Lord Exdeath, Galuf and the others have made it to the big bridge. Fortuitous timing. Prepare the giant mirror. Yes, my lord. You got a good naming convention going on here. A big bridge and a giant mirror. Perhaps I should thank you. You're about to become quite useful to me. Bart, look up in the sky. A bird? No, wait, it's our reflections. Grandpa, look. Bart, Selena, Faris, what in blazes is going on? That's far enough, Galuf. One more step and they die. Hell's bells. Everybody fall back. Sorry, Galuf. I guess we kind of screwed over your attack. Gilgamesh. Sir. Watch them. See that they don't try anything. Exdeath, you. Cryo, I'm borrowing your Windrake. Bart and the others need my help. Release the Windrake. Yes, sir. Well, sorry that we screwed you over, Galuf, but thanks for coming to our rescue. Man, that's one hell of a castle you got here, Exdeath. Thanks, boy. Now go back to Kryl, okay? So, this is the place. Hey, we got our items and crystal shards back. Bart, Selena, Faris, hold on, I'm coming. So we're in Castle Exdeath. Well, you know what we've got to do? It's time to finally become a dancer. Fighters whose smooth moves confuse enemies, leaving blood on the dance floor. And let's have Steel as our ability. So sadly I think that Lena is holding on to our main Gauch at the moment. So let's take the Elven Mantle. So the ribbon is what we got from Castle Karnak before it exploded, and it's the best equipment for the head slot of a dancer. So it's definitely a good idea to get that as soon as you can. Right, let's do this. We're gonna dance our way to victory. So we get given a nice healing spring here. It's locked. And so is that door. And there's some monsters trapped in there. So sadly we don't have our thieves at the moment, so we can't go fast. Back attack. It's been a long time since we've actually I don't think we've ever seen one of these. Well, let's see if we have anything to steal. Now, he probably does, but let's just dance with him instead. Jitterbug. So that's a drain effect. It's going to give us health back when it kills the enemy. Or when it damages the enemy, rather. Mystery Waltz. So this one will steal mana from the enemy, which is completely useless for us, unless we need to drain the enemy's mana. So hopefully we never get Mystery Waltz, which means we're always going to get it, because we can't use mana with our party whatsoever. So there's one more dance, I think. No, there's two more dances we haven't seen yet. But we'll keep dancing, so we're bound to run into them sooner or later. Right, now it's finally time for us to have the fight with Gilgamesh. This is the guy who is the bot we've been talking to, who's been giving us jobs. So it's this guy's fault that we have Berserker. So let's teach him for giving it to us. Who goes there? Right, so Gilgamesh usually has some good items. Take this! But in this encounter, there's nothing to steal. So let's just dance with him. Rah! We look so fabulous. So sword dance is the best of all the dances. I think it deals 4 times the damage of our normal attack. And yes, Galuf's dancing form looks amazing. Inconceivable! Well then, that's enough of the beating for today. Don't step out of line again. Galuf! Sit tight and I'll have you out of there in a jiffy. Thanks, old man. Sorry for messing up your plans. We just wanted... Whatever, I'll verbally berate you later, after we've blown this pop stand. Yet we have priorities. Right, so now we've finally got our full party, which means we can finally use all 4 of our jobs. Which is the namesake of the challenge. So for now, Bartz, I want you to become our bard. And you take, Steel. I guess you may as well have Mug. Yeah, and you keep the Mage Masher for the time being. And put on the Elven Mantle. And then Lena, you return to being our Berserker. So I don't think we need her to have the Angel Ring anymore. You take the main Gouge. It's stronger and can sometimes block attacks. And I guess we'll give you the Power Armor to make your sword dance even stronger. So we'll give you the Elven Mantle to avoid attacks. Yeah, this looks like a good party so far. Let's go like this. And we'll put Bartz in the back row. I should probably heal up because Bartz has no health. Right, that should be safe. And time to fight the Shell Bear again. Let's dance. So I think that's like a mariachi outfit that Galuf has. So I think we'll keep him as our dancer because he looks fabulous in it. So I think the 2 dances we definitely want to be doing are Jitterbug and Sword Dance. Sword Dance because it's really powerful, and Jitterbug will keep healing us. So it's not really a bad thing to get Jitterbug. But the other 2 dances are kind of a waste of time. Whoa, better not let them see me. I like this animation. Galuf didn't care at all about being seen by those guys. He just charged right past. He was a man on a mission. We can't go further into the castle, sadly. So this is the new world map music. It's slightly more ominous than the previous music, since I guess this is where X-Def's castle is. So we're down on this big island to the south at the moment, and yes, somehow our world map works for this world as well, don't question it. Well, let's get a move on. We need to get out of here. Which means we get to enjoy the battle on the big bridge, which is one of the best sounds from the entire franchise. From here on, it's monsters all the way. Stay on your toes. Little chariots. Well, let's see if they have anything to steal. And then let's dance with them. And Romeo's ballad. A mustard bomb. That gives us a bleeding effect, sadly. So we're going to be taking damage continuously. So at least Mystery Waltz can drain the mana from the enemy, if we need to do that as a strategy. But I think at this point in the game we should have the raw damage to not need to do that anymore. Let's see if we can confuse them with alluring air. No, they can't be confused. So from this point on, our main damage source is going to be both Lena and Galuf, because our Berserker and our Dancer can deal a lot of damage. As long as we get lucky with which dance we get, of course. Our Dancer is actually stronger than our Berserker if we manage to get a swords dance. Let's see if these have anything to steal. And then let's sing them a Romeo's ballad. So Jitterbug still deals about the damage of a normal attack. So it's not a problem getting that dance, it's just that we prefer to get a sword dance. Almost 1,300 damage. So yeah, a sword dance is definitely stronger than Lena at the moment. The only problem is that sword dance is less of a constant than our Berserker, who's just going to continually do that damage. Oh no, it's the cats again! Let's see if you have anything to steal. Nothing to steal. Well, let's sing the kitties a song. I do love these cat enemies. Even I think I prefer the first ones that we fought, with the green wings. They were adorable. Because these ones look more like monsters, while the first cats just actually look like house cats with wings. Let's see if we can confuse the kitties. Tempting Tango. So that's going to be the fourth and final song. It can confuse the enemies. But our bard can already do that, so hopefully we'll never get that song. Or that dance, rather. I'm not sure why I used the Mighty March. We're not going to get any of the healing from it before the cat's dead. Oh well. Our bard just likes singing. So as per usual, our bard is just overpowered for random fights. We're being able to just stun all the enemies continuously with Romeo's ballad. He may be useless in an actual fight when it comes to damage, but his buffs and debuffs are wonderful. Yeah, he deals 62 damage. He is in the back row, but still. It's very low. So it's worth mentioning that our entire party is incredibly vulnerable. Because thieves, bards, and dancers all have low vitality. And our Berserker is probably one of the lower vitalities when it comes to heavy armor. Well, that's compared to being a knight anyway, or something like that. Still, she has about double the health of everyone else. So I think the main issue when we're taking damage is probably going to be Galuf, since he's in the front row. And his vitality's low. So that's why we've got him the main gouge. So we can hopefully avoid attacks. I still forgot to check if the main gouge and the elven cloak stack or not. I should remember to do that, because it would be useful to know if we can get a double evasion. Right, let's heal up, everyone's getting a bit low. Man, healing Lena with potions consumes basically our entire supply. She's finally got over 1,000 health. Alright, let's continue. Haha, guess who's been waiting behind the door the whole time? It's me! Took you long enough too. I was just getting worried you might have gotten lost. Anyway, it's go time. Alright, bring it on, Gilgamesh. First off, it's always a good idea to steal from Gilgamesh. Is he affected by death? No, that would be a bit too much of to pray for. Let's do a mighty march, give us some healing back. Does he have more than one item? Hey, Goblin Punch. A blue mage could learn that, but we don't have a blue mage. Let's just continue dancing. Oh, we did a tempting tango, but it didn't work, sadly. Gilgamesh told us it's go time, so we're gonna, let's see, it's probably heal up for safety. So we're just gonna use that as an excuse to dance with him. Let's see if Romeo's ballad will stop him. No. Okay, our bard's not that useful in this fight, then. I guess he'll just stay back and heal us. Sword dance. Wait, enough of this. I suppose I just misjudged you. Haste. Fighting all four of you. Protect. It's just too tough for me. Shell. Not! I lied! Oh, kill me! And then he jumps us. Damn you, Gilgamesh. Oh, I thought he did a double jump onto Galuf then. That could have been bad. Right, if he's going to buff himself, then we're just going to keep on doing our sword dance. Let's see if we can steal a new item. No, sadly not. We need to heal up. So jump is an ability that a Dragoon could do. But sadly we didn't get the Dragoon. Actually, that's probably a good thing we didn't get it. Let's heal Galuf. We're still going to try and do our status effects for the hell of it. We may as well sing our way through Gilgamesh. Tempting Tango. Nah, Gilgamesh isn't interested, sadly, Galuf. I do like that he just plain out lied to us about, he's like, oh my god, you're so tough, and then he just uses that as an opportunity to shit talk us while buffing himself. Let's see, let's heal up Faris again, just in case he does a jump on her. Right, we need to heal Galuf again. And let's dance. Man, we're going to be hounded by mystery wars for the rest of the game, aren't we? While trying to do dancing. Since it is one of the most useless dances we have. There we go, a sword dance. So sadly he did use Protect, so it's going to take a lot of beating to take him down now. Since he takes half damage. Ah, goodness gracious. I just remembered something. See ya, I must take my leave. But we'll meet again. Count on it. Yeah, so Gilgamesh is going to be a recurring enemy that we're going to have to take down. Neo Garula. Okay, that's a reskin of a boss fight. Let's dance with them. Garula was the boss of a wind shrine where we learned to be a Berserker. Oh hey, we could confuse Garula. I guess that's a good thing we did a Tempting Tango that time. Let's continue using Alluring Air then, and confuse him. Nothing to steal. Sword Dance. That I like to see. 1,400 damage. Man, Sword Dance is such an amazing ability. It's a shame, but it's only a 1 in 4 chance of getting it, I think. So there are some items that we can equip on our dancer that will increase the chance of us getting a sword dance. I'm not sure if ribbon is one of those or not. I'll have to double check what we need later. Alright, we're almost out of here. Let's keep going. Cryo! Grandpa! The barrier! Look out! Ah, god damn it, Gilgamesh. Grandpa! Grandpa! Our fight with Gilgamesh took too long, and we got knocked away by the barrier. Any idea where this is? Yeah, this has gotta be Gosina, the back of Beyond, crawling with monsters too. Figures we'd be thrown someplace like this. Galuf, sorry about all of this. I mean, we came to help you, but you ended up helping us. As usual. I meant it, Yano. You really didn't have to come. Meddlesome bums, the lot of you. still, it's good to see you again. Yeah, we're all pals. Okay, where did we get blown to? All the way to the north. So we were down on this island at the bottom, next to that big bridge, and then we got flown all the way up to here. So it looks like we need to make our way to Regol, which is the nearest town. So let's go. A fairy orc? Okay. Let's dance with it. Oh, we can steal holy water. Okay, hopefully we don't need to farm that, and hopefully we can buy it from the town. Because holy water is a very important item. Yeah, we're going to be hounded by mystery walks for the rest of the game. That's a guarantee. Whenever we desperately need a sword dance, it's going to do a mystery waltz. Now, I guess we should swap our order around a bit. Have the two people in the front row in the middle. Maybe let's swap Lena as well. We've had Lena in that spot for the entire game, basically. I guess we'll keep like it is. I've kind of grown fond of having her there now. Whenever I have an order of people like this, where there's like half a party is in one row and or the other, then I prefer to kind of even them out like this. So it makes a nice pattern. Can we do a lowering air on them? Ah, perfect. So yeah, our main problem at the moment is definitely our lack of area damage. We can only damage one target at a time. If we got somebody like a ninja, then we would have been able to use items that would have attacked every target. But as it stands, we're stuck with killing one enemy at a time. Ah, well, we have to deal with what we get given. Let's explore Regol. This is the frontier town of Regol. Hey, there's a magic shop. Let's see what we can't use. Drain, Break, and Bio. Blink, Shell, and Ashunet. So Blink is one of the best spells in the game. Or at least it is in some of these games anyway. Because it basically makes the enemy unable to hit you. Comet, Slogan, and Return. I forgot the Return existed. Turn back time to the beginning of a battle. So if you use that, then the entire battle will restart. So if you're about to get a game over, you could do that and get back to the fight. But with this version of the game, that's kind of useless because we have the autosave feature. So we can buy ourselves some Orachilium Dirks. Let's buy the Warhammer. It's inferior to the Death Sickle, but if we face a boss that we instantly kill with Death Sickle, then we might try and kill it with the Warhammer instead and see how we do, without cheesing it. So Azura, this weapon we got back from the Water Castle, which was like the second castle in the game. So you can get that very early if you deal with that Jabberwocky or whatever enemy it was in the underground. A Dream Harp. A harp that weaves a sleep-induced melody. Now let's take it. We might be able to sleep the enemy. He runs the weapons store. And he runs the armor store. Let's take the golden helm. the wizard hat, and the Gaia gear. So now that we actually have all 4 of our job classes, there's no point getting extra armor just in case we want to use a second Berserker or something, since we don't have that as an option anymore. We can only use one of each of these jobs from this point on. Now, where did my ribbon get off to? Oh, sadly we already have a ribbon, so if we find that, we can't use it. Well, then again, I think that the dancer can learn the equip ribbon ability. There's tons of monsters outside the town. Well, let's equip our new gear. So the Orichalcum Dirk is stronger than the Moonring Blade, but the Moonring Blade we can use from the back row. So we'll keep that. So we could give Galuf the Orichalcum Dagger, which would increase his damage, but then that would take away his chance to evade the enemy. So the ribbon is the best armor in the game for the head slot for the dancer. So it's a good thing we have that already, but we got it from Castle Karstag before it exploded. Or Karnak, rather. We'll give you the golden helmet. Yeah, so the Warhammer is weaker, but if we end up fighting something that isn't immune to instant death, we might need to equip it. And I guess we'll give you the Dream Harp, since we don't care about your damage anyway, so you may as well try and sneak the enemy. Hey, we can increase our magic power, which is basically irrelevant as a bard. I think there might be a single song in the game that's affected by magic damage. I guess we continue like this. Let's buy some new items. Ah, excellent, we can now buy high potions, so we don't have to steal them anymore. We're still going to steal them whenever we can, but at least now, from this point on, we can just go back to a town to restock. Oh, jeez. We're going to have to restock these potions. Button mash like our lives depend on it. There we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that there isn't any way to buy more than one at a time. None of my buttons are doing anything. Let's buy some extra Phoenix Downs for safety. Holy water! Excellent! Right, so this removes zombie status, which is one of the worst statuses in the entire game. So we definitely want to buy loads of these, because we never want to be affected by zombie. Right, 50 should do for now. So we can now buy cottages, but I don't think that they're important, because we've already got tents instead. And all these items that only a chemist can use. Well, I'll be. We haven't had a visitor in town for years. That castle to the south is the sealed castle of Kusa. The weapons used in the legendary war 1,000 years ago are sealed away in there. The legendary war, eh? That sounds impressive. This town's got the best brew in the whole world. You should try a glass. Better not get too close to that castle down south. That big fat liar says he saw a Moogle. He's a liar. Liar, pants on fire. Aha, I did see a Moogle. Really, truly. Bah. 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 Okay, I don't think we could be kicked out of bounds by that sheep. I heard X-Def's returned, but he never bothered with an out-of-the-way podunk town like this. Is it true that X-Def's returned? Sadly it is. Ever heard of a Carno God? It helps you catch monsters, slick as a whistle. Such a rich and full-bodied flavour. How about some of Ragol's famed brew? There ain't no dancers in this tiny one-horse town. How about you dance for us? Ah, this stuff's great. It doesn't burn, it shines. If you're on stage, you gotta dance. Yeah, sure, why not? I like how everyone turned to watch us. Hey, not too shabby. Hey, we got 100 gil. So if we really wanted to, we could do this over and over for more money. Ah, secret piano. We know what we've got to do. Piano skills leveled up. Flex those piano skills. That's a pretty good song. So I believe there's only 2 more pianos in the game, if I remember correctly. So we're almost done with leveling up our piano skills. Well, I'll be. Customers. Now that's a sight for sore eyes. Tonight's on the house. Hey, thanks, mate. Where'd Galuf go? Do you really have to ask that question, Bart? We all know where Galuf's gone. Of course he's in the pub. Where else would he be? Ah, now that's the stuff. Finally, a chance to try the famed Ragol brew. Kinda burns a path down your throat. Oh, Bart, what's up? Couldn't sleep. Ah, come on, pull up a chair. Galuf, I'm sorry. If we hadn't butted in, you'd been able to get into Exdef's castle. Nah, even if we had gotten in, the barrier would have destroyed us. I hadn't the slightest inkling he'd been finished it. In fact, it's only thanks to that we weren't all crushed. Galuf. But you knew that once you came here you could never return, so why'd you do it? No particular reason. It's just what we do when we're friends. But hey, don't worry about it. Yet we all made the decision together. Let's get going. How much does the inn cost? 40 gil, that's not that expensive. Safe journey, traveller. Right, so that girl mentioned that she lost her ribbon somewhere. So that might be hidden somewhere in this town, or maybe we'll be finding it later. Ah well, we've tried exploring the town so far, and there's nothing that we can get to. So let's just get out of here and let's go check out that castle we were warned about. Because, you know, I have no concept of safety. So let's go to the castle. Kuzar, the sealed castle. Well, let's find out what's in here. The Great Hall. The sealed room. Okay, we can't seem to interact with this. Jumping Jehoshaphat! These must be the 12 sealed weapons. They really do exist. I thought they were only legend. So these were used in battle 1,000 years ago. They've all turned to stone. I guess you can't expect that much from stuff that's a millennium old. One of the 12 legendary weapons. The Fire Lash. Oh, sadly we can't use that. One of the 12 legendary weapons. Sage's Staff. Again, we can't use that. The Mage's Rod. Again, we can't use that. One of the 12 legendary weapons. Apollo's Harp. Now that we can use, since we have a bard. But it's been turned to stone, so we need to find a way to unseal it. The Gaia Bell. Again, we can't use that. Excalibur. That sounds impressive, but we can't use it. Assassin's Dagger. Now that one we can use, since we have a thief. Sasuke's Katana. Yeah, we don't have a ninja, sadly. Holy Lance. That would be a dragoon weapon. The Rune Axe. Now we do have a Berserker. Mazamune. I think that's for samurai. And Yoichi's Bow. That will, of course, be for a ranger. So that there's Beastmaster. That's White Mage. That's Black Mage. That's Geomancer. That's Knight. And what was this one again? Oh yeah, that was Ninja. So we need to find a way to unseal these weapons if we want to get access to them. Well, this place wasn't that dangerous. I don't know what the warning was about. Shield Dragon. It was probably about this. Let's see if we can steal from it. Hey, we've got a Mythril Shield. Well, let's kill it. Let's dance. Knock silly. Let's see if we can stop it. Okay, we can't confuse it. Right, that missed. It didn't seem like it was immune to it. 0 damage. Okay, this thing has very high defense, but our Berserker can cut through defense. Oh no! It reflected instant death on us. Okay, we need to get out of here, otherwise our Berserker's gonna kill us. We're gonna try and do Romeo's Ballad until we get a game over, I guess. Knock silly. Yeah, I think we just need to get out of here. It doesn't look like Romeo's Ballad is gonna work on this guy. Okay, this guy has a very high evasion chance, it looks like. Let's use the Phoenix down. Okay, luckily our Berserker died. Okay, I can't escape because everyone's confused. Okay, and now we're asleep. Yeah, that ended badly. Okay, now I see why you're not supposed to go there. So if we get in a fight with that thing again, we're going to use Flee. Because Flee has a 100% chance to escape. Let's just get out of here. If you try and escape without using the Thief's Flee ability, then he's going to be very hard to get away from. So at least now we know why we were warned not to go there. So let's continue. I probably should have healed. Oh well. Let's dance. Right, luckily all of these can be stopped. Yeah, if we were able to stop the Shield Dragon, then we could have actually killed it with our Berserker, since we could break through his defense. But it probably wouldn't have been worth it, because it probably would have taken a very long time to kill it. So that shield dragon had auto reflect as a status. Well, see you later, Moogle. Kupo! What's a Moogle doing in a place like this? Moogle? Strange little critters that live in the forest. They're pretty timid though, so you don't see them that often. Let's help it. Well, I guess let's explore this place first, see if there's any treasure. Okay, we could just leave it behind, I guess. You know, why bother saving the Moogle? Nah, let's go help it. We're the protagonists and we're heroes after all. And we're the warriors of light, so we can't just leave the Moogle behind. We're just looking around to see if there's any treasure here. Any sneaky chests hidden beneath the tree canopy. No, there isn't. Okay, let's go. I probably should have used a tent before we came down here. Oh, never mind. Our health's got higher now. Moogle Eater! Oh no, we need to save him quick. Oh yeah, we must have got a jitterbug on the previous fight that healed us. Let's continue trying to steal. Let's try a luring arrow. Can you be confused as well as stopped? Yes, you can. Not that it really matters because stop is way superior. Yeah, sadly we're going to keep getting tempting tango whenever we're trying to kill the enemy. Ah, well, that's the curse of having a dancer. We rely purely on luck. But then again, we already rely purely on luck because we have the Berserker. Can we go up here? No, we can't. Well, let's continue drifting down the river. And fight some crabs. Okay, that pincer did way more damage to Galuf than it did to Faris. So it's probably a random damage attack. Let's just use Mighty March to get our health back up, since these fights are going to take quite a while to kill. We may as well get at least a little bit of healing in the process. At least we can do over 100 damage now with our Bard. To be honest, it's probably worth attacking rather than using dance. For the guaranteed damage that we get. But dancing is more fun, because we rely purely on luck to get sword dance. It seemed like his confusion lasted after being hit. I'm not sure how that worked. A blood slime. Ah, we get some more holy water. So hopefully we won't see what zombie is for quite a while, because zombie is definitely the worst status in the game. It's even worse than death. He did 3 damage. Excellent. Yeah, a lot of these enemies seem to have high defense. So it's a good thing we have a Berserker here. Then again, it would be an even better thing if we had something like a black mage to use lightning. Because that would probably one-shot all of these, but you know, we have to deal with what we have. Alright, now which way do we go? I guess let's try going up here first. We're just doing a normal attack there to make sure that we definitely kill that enemy, so that Lena's higher damage attack wasn't going to be wasted. Oh, not more of these craps. Let's just get out of here. These take ages to kill. Alright, where does this take us? Phoenix down. So if these guys are resistant to... Okay, you didn't steal any health, that's good. Okay, yeah, only our Berserker can damage these. Let's just get out of here. Wait, what happened then? How did they take damage? I don't know. I'm pretty sure I didn't do anything. Yeah, we just have to wait for our Berserker, since her axe goes through defense. Since otherwise it wouldn't be able to do any damage. Be careful, Mr. Moogle. Kupo! I guess we should heal up before this fight. We're gonna start using high potions, I guess, since it's quicker. Actually, we all have good health, never mind. Right, let's save this Moogle. Tyrannosaur! Well, let's dance. And Mighty March. So I think we can one-shot this guy by using a Phoenix down. But, you know, where's the fun in that? Okay, I think this heals him, maybe? Using death on a... Okay, I don't know what that was, but at least it didn't work. Alright, let's see if we can stop him. No, that didn't work. Okay, Faust is taking a beating. And let's get Faust back up. Right, so luckily I don't think that casting instant death on the undead will heal them. Even though obviously it won't work. No, we don't want to flee. Let's continue stealing. I guess let's see if we can confuse him for the hell of it. Right, so since he's undead, that was a big hit. If we do Jitterbug and drain from him... Okay, this is bad. Let's just Phoenix down him. Okay, no... Let's not bother actually finding out what this boss can do, because we know he can kill us. Okay, never mind. Go for it, Lena! We just need to hope that she doesn't get one-shot by this question mark attack. All our hopes rely on you, our Berserker. Man, you're evading every attack. I love it. Ah, no. That's the end. Okay, so at least we got to see what that boss can actually do. Let's just get away from this fight. So now that we know what it can do, let's just kill it in one hit with the Phoenix down. Be careful, Mr. Moogle. Kupo! Well, it was nice meeting you, mate. And we win! Hey, we got the ability to flirt with our enemies. And we get an elixir. Yeah, so undead bosses in Final Fantasy games are pretty notorious for just being able to be easily cheesed with Phoenix Downs. Oh, you must have been so scared. It's okay now. Don't worry. Come closer. Kupo. It's alright now. Kupo, Kupo. Kupo. What's going on? I think he's asking us to follow him. I like how he made the wise decision to avoid the desert. It makes sense after we fought that Dawn Chimera. Right, so we need to go to where he was in that desert. Or that forest, rather. Let's see, You know what we haven't done, though? We could have gone that other way as well. Let's see what's down that way before we leave. We'll just run from any fights we get now. Because there's one path we didn't get to take. Now, we're getting a lot of fights this time. Alright, let's go down this way. Next time we're at dry land, we should probably heal. Okay, where are we? Yeah, I decided against healing. We're probably fine. Oh, I think that was just a quicker way to get to the exit. Okay, never mind. Maybe this vampire only drains life from you if you're undead. Because it makes no sense that we're not draining life right now. But while we're here, let's use ourselves a tent. And then I guess we just go straight through the desert and see what the Moogle was afraid of. Why not? Let's do this. Cactus. Oh, no, it is Cactus, never mind. I thought his name was actually Catcus. That would have been the best pun ever. Because it would have been a cat, but it's a cactus. If only the C and the T were the other way around, then this would be the best named enemy ever in any game ever. Let's try and confuse them. I forgot if I actually got a chance to finish what I was saying before or not. But yes, if we, oh, hey, use needle on yourself. Excellent. Sword dance. It's always nice to see that. But yeah, if you use a drain attack on the undead, then it damages you instead of heals you. Because you're draining the undead instead of alive, if that makes any sense. Alright, so it was somewhere around here was where the Moogle went. The Moogle village. Oh, Moogles, why are you so silly? It's locked. Kupo! It's locked. Kupo! So I think this is a puzzle where you need to open the correct door. Oh, never mind, we just had to go and meet the Moogle that we saved. Look, it's the Moogle we helped. Kupo, Kupo! Are you thanking us? Right, can we go inside? Oh, thanks, mate. Kupo! I think he's telling us that we can have what's inside. Oh, I don't mind if I do. An ether. Phoenix down. 10,000 gil. 1 gil. Excellent, that's the best treasure ever. Ooh, the dancing dagger. And a cottage. What is the dancing dagger? Dagger infused with the soul of a dancer. Well, I mean, we're a dancer. What else can we do with it? Let's use it. I think that might make us automatically dance if we do our normal attack. I'm not sure, though. I guess we'll find out. Oh, thanks, mate. That was a wonderful dagger. Right, but now we need Galuf to get one of the elven mantles. Let's take it off you. We'll give you the angel ring. And we'll give you the elven mantle. And we'll just keep Bart in the back row and hope that he doesn't need the elven mantle to avoid death. Because, you know, I prefer it to stay on our Lena Berserker since she's in the front row. Kupo! Yeah, all the Moogles like us now. No, I want to talk. There we go. I can't seem to talk to you. It's locked. Okay, I'm confused because I can't talk to this Moogle for some reason. A Moogle costume? Yeah, why not? Yeah, we're a Moogle. Maybe now we can get the chest. Okay, I think we might be in a bad situation now. I think this Moogle's in love with us. Oh, another elven mantle. Thanks, mate. Yeah, I'm sorry to take it from you in this way, because we kind of lied to you, but still. At least we made you happy temporarily. So now we have ourselves another elven mantle, so we have 3 of those now. Which means we can give one back to Bart. Amazing. So now everyone can avoid attacks, except for Faris. So I guess let's give her the main gouge, then she can evade attacks as well. She'll do less damage in the back row, but we may as well give it to her. guess we could put her in the front row as well, alongside Galuf. We'll just keep Bart in the back row since we don't want him to be anywhere else. Yeah, Galuf has even worse vitality than Bart as a bard. So I guess the dancer is the least health character in the game, probably, alongside some mages. I believe there's something you need to do in this town. Cuckoo Po! What's it doing? What's going on? Why are you so excited? Kupo! What's happened? It's Grandpa. He's in the Moogle village. Moogles can all communicate through telepathy. Even when they're far apart, they can keep in contact with their minds. The Moogle village, that's pretty far from here. Yes, plus the Windrake is too tired to fly. So that means, I see, thank you. He says he can go, but only once. If you're certain it's alright. What's going on? Kupo! Her nose? Gee, where is the Moogle's forest anyway? Kupo! Oh, at the nose. Cryle! Grandpa! How did you find us? The Moogles told me you were here. Grandpa, we should hurry back to the castle. Okay, everyone on board the dragon. Oh, see you, Moogles. Now, is this automatic or can we fly it? No, it seems to be automatic. I'll take the Windrake back to his roost so he can rest, okay? King Galuf! Thanks for holding down the fort while I was gone. King Galuf. What's the situation with Exdeath? There's been no activity since the barrier went up. I see, and the other troops. They've been almost entirely wiped out by Exdeath's monster hordes. I'm sorry, sire. Hey, I thought you were just some crazy old man. You never said anything about being a king. Well, you know. This sure is a surprise and a half. Good job, men. Go get some rest. Yes, sire. But, what is it? You've still got that funny look on your face. It's you, a king. I still can't get over it, that's all. What, you're saying I'm not the epitome of kingliness? What? Just kidding, it's just better to mind my P's and Q's around you, King Galuf. Listen up, before you knew me as a king, you just knew me as a friend. Just Galuf is fine. Understood, just Galuf. Don't push it, kid. Hear and bow. Bad jokes like that will get you punished. Ha ha ha. Yeah. So we have our own castle now. The hero's cocktail. Oh, we learned teleport, another spell we can never use. Your Majesty, don't forget to take the teleport spell with you. The barrier is totally blocking Big Bridge. Without a windbreak, there's no way you can get near Exdeath's castle. Kupo! Lady Crow can speak with this Moogle just like it was a person. What a mysterious talent. Can we sleep in Crow's bed for the hell of it? No, we can't. It's always worth a try. Lady Crow is such a good kid. She's got the same big heart as her king. How about sleeping in Galuf's bed? Nah. How you doing, Cryle? Cryle? The Windrake, he's dying. What? What happened? He pushed himself too hard. He was wounded and he shouldn't have been flying, but he took me to find you. He sacrificed himself to save us. Is there any way for us to save him? We need dragon grass. Dragon grass? Will that heal his wounds? Yes, however, does such a thing even exist in this world? Back home, Windrakes always nest near dragon grass. I expect these drakes act the same. If you go to where the drakes roost, we ought to find dragon grass nearby. If that's the case then, well, where do we need to go? Our best bet is Drakenvale, the old valley of Windrakes. However, no one who's entered has ever returned. I guess that means we'll be the first to do. But Drakenvale is north of the castle. It's just past Quelb, the werewolf town. But what about the monsters outside? There are so many of them. No worries. Not if we're all on our defensive. Right. Together, we'll be alright. And we'll bring back that dragon grass, never you fret. Thank you. Now, poor Windrake. So, before we leave to go and do that, there's one extra thing we should do while we're here. Castle Bell has a long and rich history. It's all old, we don't know how many sequels it holds. Curse that Gilgamesh, our troops have been decimated thanks to him. The door in the basement won't open no matter what you try. And here we fight Object Art. Oh, let's steal from it. And let's dance. And we steal a high potion. So these enemies have a very rare steal that's going to be useful for us. But sadly we're just taking high potions at the moment. break. Oh, this is going bad. Right, let's use a gold needle and get Faris back in the party. And then let's heal her. Let's try alluring air, see if we can confuse it. No, that didn't work either. Let's just try and burn it down. Looks like we can't put it to sleep either. Not enough MP, good. Looks like it can only do break once. So we probably want to put Faris back in the back row, because she's not doing that much damage. And we also want to make sure she doesn't get hit that big, because that enemy did about 600 damage to her. So yeah, let's just sacrifice her damage. It's not as important as Galuf and Lena's. Yeah, it's been locked from the inside. Okay, yeah, there's no way to get through there then. So, there's two ways that we can fight these enemies down here. There's the hard way that we just did. And then if we get in a fight again... Oh jeez, 5 of them. We can use gold needles on the enemy, since they're made out of stone. And now we're going to steal from the last two. Right, so luckily Galuf is completely immune to break because of his ribbon that makes him immune to all statuses. Oh, a Galuf step. Let's get him back up. So stone enemies will be killed in one hit by that. So these enemies down here give loads of ability points. And they're also susceptible to level 5 death. So if you have a blue mage, then you can farm these enemies down here to max your jobs very quickly. Hey, we've got the ability to equip harps. So I'm going to off-screen, getting ourselves the rare steel from these guys. Since it'll take quite a while because it's about a 4% chance. We're not going to bother farming the guys though for the ability points. We'll probably just run away from the fights after we steal from them. So we'll be right back once we have that item. And we steal it. Excellent. Let's just finish him off with some gold needles. So that twin lance is about a 4% chance to steal it instead of a high potion. No, I used that on myself by accident. There we go. So I was just running away from every single fight after stealing then, but we killed that last one. So let's see what we get. So the twin lance should be an amazing weapon for Faris. Oh, that is amazing. Special lance that cuts enemies twice. So is it just Faris that can equip that? Yeah, Faris is the only one who can equip it. So we only need the one. So that is amazing. So how to do a double attack as well as being powerful. Whether or not it's a back row attacker, similar to the Moonwing Blade, I don't know. It probably isn't, so we probably need to be in the front row. So, Faris, it's time to come back to the front row. So everyone's going to be in the front row except for Bart, because, you know, he's terrible. So let's continue exploring. I guess while we're here, we may as well see how that Twin Lance does in combat. So let's try it out. 600 damage. Yeah, so now Faris is going to be an absolute beast now that she has that weapon. Okay, I think we turned the other guy, like we stopped the other guy, but I'm not 100% sure. Because he didn't change colour. No, we didn't, never mind. So our thief is probably going to be one of our main damage dealers for this part of the game, then. Now that we have this Twin Lance weapon. Yeah, she deals double the damage of Lena and Galuf at the moment, with their normal attacks. Okay, about the same as Lena if she gets a good roll with her axe. I just realised the pose that Galuf makes when he gets hit. That's amazing. He's like, ah, what are you gonna do about it? Let's try with Faris being in the back row. If the enemy isn't dead already, that is. Yeah, she does have to be in the front row to do that weapon. Okay. I just wanted to be sure of that before we moved on. Sword dance. So if we get a sword dance, that's still going to deal double the damage that Faris can do. But Faris can do it every single turn, and thieves have the fastest combat actions. So we're going to be able to do her attack a lot from now on. So let's continue exploring the castle. King Galuf's returned, so I know things will turn out alright. Lady Kryl is at the top of the tower, crying. Ah, get better soon, Kryl. We'll heal your dragon, don't worry about it. Not long after she was born, Kryl's parents went to save a winddrake in the Glycenia desert. They were never heard from again. Extef's castle is protected by a super strong barrier. We can't even get close to it. I was gonna say, oh, does that mean she's adopted? And then I realised it's her grandfather, not her father. That was a really stupid thing to think. So these are the same weapons as before. Ooh, gauntlets. Gloves preferred by knights. Well, we don't have a knight, but apparently our Berserker can use it. So let's see how good that is. A lot higher defense. The defense on that is amazing. However, she takes more magic damage, and she's slower, and she won't avoid attacks. So to be honest, I think we want to keep the Elven Mantle. I like the chance of avoiding attacks, it seems to be quite a high chance. I think these are all the same magic as last time. Yeah, they are. Oh, before we go there, I saw something to loot. Never mind. Very sneaky. When equipment is optimized, the only thing that's, that only takes into account items' attack and defense, not other effects. Thus, accessories like the Elven Mantle or the Golden Hairpin may be unequipped. Be careful when optimizing equipment that items with special status buffs but lower stats aren't removed by mistake. It's a very good point. Oh, an angel robe, that sounds amazing and we can't use it. Actually, maybe our bard. No, of course not. Yeah, no one can use the angel robe. That's a shame. It must be for white mages. Yeah, we'll stay for the night. We do need to heal up after that fight we had. Right, we're pumped. Let's go. So we don't need to buy any high potions because we already stole loads from that fight we just had. Guess let's take an extra 10, extra 20 Phoenix Downs. Yeah. A nice 50 Phoenix Downs just in case anything bad happens. Now, we definitely shouldn't need to get any more holy waters, to be honest. XF's really been giving our men a beating. Now we don't have many soldiers left. Well, where's this taking us? Well, at least we know we can come back and forth. So there must be a hidden treasure down here somewhere. So where is it? There we go. Found the great sword lying in the water. Is that literally called great sword? Yeah. Sword of a broad blade can be used with spell blades and can be used two-handed, which means we can't use it. Never mind. Oh, well, at least we found something. That's the important part. It's probably all rusted though, so it's a good thing we can't use it. Well, let's swim back through the drain. Is there anywhere else we can go? It doesn't look like it. XF monsters are waiting outside the gates. Open the gates. But sire, XF's monsters are waiting right outside. Once we're clear, shut the doors and seal them tight. Sire, if we do that, you won't be able to re-enter the castle. You're certain that's what you want? Not yet. So, in the next part, we'll get started with saving this dragon. But for now, we'll just wait inside the castle. Since we're going to be sealed out as soon as we leave, and then we won't be coming back until we have access to the dragon again. So for now, let's just hang out in the inn. And we'll be back for the next part when we go and save our new dragon friend. So, see you next time.